Oh!
Dude! What up, Rep Pack? It's your boy here, King Reptar, back with another video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and if you guys are, you know the drill. Blood Demon Art. Flip. It's about to get a whole lot brighter, Rep Pack, because your boy is here, and today we are gonna have a lot of fun because this isn't called a kimono, Parker. This is called a harori.
A what?
A harori.
Haroli?
Let me look it up real quick. Yes, harori. This is not a kimono. Last time we thought these were kimonos, but they're actually a harori. I have it on today because today, you know who this is? You know who this is.
I do know who this is.
You know who that is.
I do know who that is.
You know who I be.
Yes, I do.
This is Tanjiro from the amazing show Demon Slayer. Today, guys, we are going to be having a whole video dedicated to Demon Slayer. The entire video today, we're going to be going through a showcase of ultimate Demon Slayer weapons right here on screen. We have some of the characters, some of the amazing Hashira, some of the amazing people that you can see in the show, but we're going to be going through a mystery of all of them. I am going to be trying to collect every single Demon Slayer sword that is available and add it to the ultimate ninja/demon collection. The ultimate Slayer collection. But what we're going to do is we're going to come over here right now. We have underneath the table our first item. We're going to be adding whatever this is to the collection, but not just that, we're going to be going outside and trying it out. But we're also going to learn a little bit about the characters and see what we can do to relate to the characters and see if their swords actually match up to what they do in the show. And now that you've seen Demon Slayer, Parker, come on.
Come on, what?
It's the best thing you've ever seen in your life.
It's, well,
look at Daisy. She's like, it's the best thing he's ever seen in his life.
It is great. It's a great anime.
Yes.
I don't know if it's, that takes some time, you know? You can't just do that.
Okay. Now, tell me. You got some time.
Oh, wow.
I give you a
awesome.
little time of me standing up. Now tell me. It's the best.
It is awesome.
It's the best.
Around.
It's better than Naruto. No. Yes, okay. It's not better than Naruto yet. But for 26 episodes on Netflix, as you guys know, it is not a new show. It came out in 2019. The manga's been around for even longer than that. But I mean, considering compared to Naruto or Pokemon or any of the other things we enjoy on this channel, that's pretty damn new.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
You can watch it on Netflix. There's 26 episodes. But I gotta say, man, for 26 episodes, I am more deep into that lore and that fan base, I think, than the original Naruto got me in 100 episodes.
That's fair. I mean, because the whole thing of it is, like, they stretch it out and they have fillers and stuff that you really don't care about, but this was so jam-packed.
Exactly. So I am extremely excited to get into this video today. I mean, obviously, I love any video where we're opening up weapons, getting to try stuff out, but when I get to add something to almost like a double banger to my collection, you know, because I love collecting weapons, but I also love collecting anime and all types of pop culture stuff. So these videos are like a perfect culmination for me. So let's go ahead and flip this over and see whose swords are we doing first. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. There's two in here. There's only one dual wielder in the whole show.
I thought those could be two, like, character swords.
That is possible. Then maybe they'd be like related characters. Let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Okay,
Oh.
I knew it. I had a feeling it had to be Inosuke. And if you guys don't know who Inosuke is, we'll put it on screen right now. This is Inosuke. This is Inosuke with his boar mask. It looks very manly. It looks very like somebody you wouldn't want to f with, right?
Yeah.
But let's remove his mask and wow.
I would totally
He's so withable. Unfortunately, some of us are blessed with very feminine facial features, and we have to just try and compensate for them, you know? It's just how life develops you. Okay, so we know he's raised by animals, and also he's got, what is this? No, Tanjiro has got the water breathing technique. But what is his? It's instinctive breathing. One of my favorite scenes in the show is actually when after he breaks his original set of swords, he gets them remade, and the first thing he does is chips them all up. So this entire blade, as you guys can see, is razor serrated. We have been fortunate on this channel to use it once, but do you remember when we used it? We didn't know what it was. We only used one of them.
We saw that and we were like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, it's from a show called Demon Slayer. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But I had no clue how dope the character was in general. These swords are not made for slicing through the opponent. They're literally made to shred through and just make things as painful as possible for the opponent. Very unproductive for slicing such thick. I mean, the whole show is about them cutting through thickness. The thing is, he does not give a damn. This is not productive for slicing through. He just wants to make it as manly and as aggressive as possible because that is his character trait. Let's go ahead and take take off these sword condoms. We're gonna get both of them out, and we're gonna use them both together for the first time ever because he is a dual wielder. Okay, so we got them both unsheathed, dude, and check them out. I mean, I think the reason why he uses two swords is just another thing to add to his character. It's like, I can't just have one. I need to have two things in my hand so I can compensate for the one thing that you have. I absolutely love them though, dude. Can you imagine being in the middle of that right there?
No.
Oh, literally, if you watch it in here, like, you can see that little hex shape down there.
Oh yeah.
It literally would incinerate each molecule of your skin individually.
Can you imagine feeling that? Each molecule of your skin individually.
Being manipulated and tortured.
Individually.
Let's go ahead and go outside and try these things out. I mean, what do you say of the big three? Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro. Who do you think is your favorite?
Tanjiro.
I feel like Inosuke is gonna surprise us later in the show.
I feel like he surprised me enough.
I feel like he put everything he has out there.
A little bit. Like, I feel like there's like more room to go, but because we don't know what Tanjiro's sword does,
yeah,
like, there's a huge boom coming.
He's also the main character, so yeah,
well,
good partner. All right, so here we go. We're gonna try Inosuke's swords right here. They are double serrated. Oh, you hear that?
Oh yeah, that's not clean at all.
Yeah, you're looking for that. Okay, let's go for it right now. We're gonna go for a double stab. This is dual wielding. I am not used to it, but let's try our best here. Let's go.
Nice.
And you can see, look at this, dude. The actual follow through is not so good. But look at this, coming close. You can see each individual razor blade is in there though. So if I pull it, I'm gonna be careful. You can see it's actually snagged into the target. And look on top here, basically where all the razors hit, the serration happened. But where this part hit, nothing goes on. All right, so pretty good so far. Let's keep this going. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, you can't use a Inosuke sword without a double stab.
Oh.
Still not a super clean cut.
Oh.
I'd say so far they held up a little bit. There is a little bit of like a retort, a little torque, you know, right there. A little looseness, but at the same time, you gotta figure it's not like a smooth blade. So when you're going through like that, anything that this clips onto is going to push that force. It's not anime, unfortunately. It's gonna push that force, whatever kind of drag it's catching onto, to the handle right here. It's gonna put all that force on it. So when you're going through with that much force and all those different impact points, it's kind of just questionable that it's still usable. Try out a few more tests on the Inosuke sword and see who else we can add to our collection. But so far, man, I gotta say, I really like his swords the most so far.
Dude, it's sick. Oh,
I haven't even used another sword yet. But
it's just the most.
The most. It's two. There's two things. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't even think these are gonna have enough downward smoothness. Is that the word? Smoothness, strength. Follow through to actually get through these. So we're gonna try our best. We're gonna go for a double slash on the first two right here. And if I can't do it, you know what we're gonna do, dude? We're gonna go just like Inosuke. I'm gonna get as far down as I can. And you remember that scene where he cut off what they thought was the 11th Kizuki, or I think that's what they're called, the 11th Kizuki, but it wasn't. It was actually just like the dad.
Yeah. So they were looking for one of the lower
dude.
6. Yeah, it was supposed to be one of the members of the Kizuki.
Yes, but he turned out to be a normal dude, but he still had so much trouble cutting his arm. He had to use his sword to put it in there, using his other sword to break it through his arm.
Yeah.
But when I watched it, I immediately realized in order for him to do that, he would have had to have aimed in between these gaps. So therefore his sword wouldn't have got damaged any further like that. I would have missed right there and I would have chipped his sword, but he had to hit it right in that divot in order for it to actually get through. So that's our goal, is to try to aim for it just like an Inosuke. Let's see if we can do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, that one worked and it bent it, but look, this one did not go through all the way. And that was with full force. It's just because of the way they're designed, unfortunately, there's just no way to get the follow through, but I think Inosuke knew that when he designed them. Okay, so we have one solid sword here, so I'm gonna go ahead and enter with this one, so I can use a solid sword to bash it in. That sound good?
That sounds horrible.
It sounds horribly painful, yes.
Yeah, horribly painful.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, oh! Now let's go for the break. 3, 2, 1. That was great! No! Keep going!
Oh, go down. Oh, you got it!
There we go!
Woo.
So, I mean, really, this is what you're working with right here. is that. Yes, you hear this? Look at, like, go ahead and zoom in right there. Each one of these would dig out a different part of your flesh. That is insane. Unfortunately, we did damage the swords quite a bit trying to be a Nosuke. I gotta say, man, I mean, it's gonna be hard to top that as far as fun.
As far as fun, yeah, I agree. Definitely agree.
Dual wield. Maybe we'll see the next sword to see what it has to offer. Maybe it can top a Nosuke sword. Let's see what we got next. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the dual wielded. The Nosuke swords were obviously awesome. I think there was no questions those were gonna be awesome though.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be guaranteed fun.
But my question is now, to add to the collection, who is the next character? What we'll do is reveal it. Whoever can guess the character's name based off visual alone is the Demon Slayer.
Oh, that's how it works. Where's my boulder?
You don't have to kill the boulder today. Okay, it's an emotional boulder. All right, 3, 2, actually it's a rock. All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
I don't know her name.
It's not a shinobi, Parker. It's a female Shinobu.
Is that her name?
Yeah, it's like it's what a ninja calls her his boo thing. That's not Shinobu. Basically, this is the character's name, but essentially the character's name is Shinobu. I don't know why. I think it is play off the word shinobi. This is Shinobu. Do you remember who Shinobu is?
Oh yeah, I know who she is. I was like, I immediately knew who she was.
Do you remember her brother's name?
Yeah,
John Lennon's
yeah, I know who
wife.
you're talking. John Lennon's, oh my.
John Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono. Yoko Ono.
Tame Yoko.
Yeah, Tame Yoko. This actually is the Sword of the Hashira Shinobu. But the thing is, she is the only Hashira in the entire group that cannot fully sever the head of a demon. Doesn't matter how small a demon is. She doesn't say. It doesn't matter if the demon is like 2 years old, little skinny as neck.
She should be ashamed of that. Like if it's like really that small.
It could be an infant demon.
I could not do it.
I still don't have the physical strength. Okay, she doesn't have the physical strength to cut any demon's head. So her blade doesn't need all the meat that's in the middle. This is an interesting sword we're gonna be using today. It's essentially designed like a stinger because she only uses the tip in order to slash and poke, because on the tip of this is a poison that actually is able to take down demons. But it's interesting because her sword is the only one where they don't like
Oh yeah, they just die, and then then they leave the dead bodies and for the sunlight to come and burn them. Yeah,
or just to rot. Either to rot or for the sun to burn them away. So her sword is the only sword that doesn't completely remove the body. But I mean, there's nothing notable about that yet, but there could be down the line of the show. But I noticed that it's even sharpened down here. I don't know how. You wonder like what's the purpose of them making it like this? Like I understand it's like, oh, she can't sever the head of the demon, so therefore she doesn't need what you consider the sweet spot.
Right.
You know, but why not just have it?
I think the same thing. Maybe it's because like it's for I don't know, maybe it's for an accuracy thing. You know what I mean? Like just at least get the tip. And then maybe it's for a weight reduction because she doesn't have the strength anyway.
Maybe the weight reduction, and maybe she doesn't have a lot of poison.
Well, it's because she's the creator of the poison, and so there probably isn't a lot. It's probably does have to do
just dip the tip and that's it.
Dip the tip.
All right.
I remember that game.
Yeah, I remember that too. I got hepatitis B and C.
I wish we were talking about vitamins.
Those are still better than my report card. All right, let's go ahead and go outside and try out Shinobu's sword. Alright, so now that we're using Shinobu's blade, this blade is obviously based off of a lot of accuracy. She is not going to swing with the entire sword. She has to hit this tip or the top of the hilt. That is the only part that she could actually use. This part right here has even been sharpened just to be safe. So we're going to try it out. We're going to get some small targets here. We're going to see if I can slice right through them. But the goal is if I hit it with this, the blade will happen is this. It'll just dent it. It'll possibly hit Parker in the shin.
Yeah, we don't want that. Especially Parker.
Especially the denting of the can. All right. Tell me which one. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. You give me a target.
Go with number 1.
Oh!
3.
Oh!
Oh, you got 3 and 4 combo. I guess that one.
Oh! Dude, do you realize I'm having perfect incisions? That means I am hitting it literally like that. Let's go ahead.
Perfect incisions. Perfect decisions.
Perfect decisions.
What flavor is that?
Raspberry small incisions. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get the slow-mo. We're gonna line it up right here so we can see if I'm actually hitting just the tip. Because I really think I am just the tip master. I don't even need the full thing, Parker.
The camera.
Yeah, I don't even need the full thing, Parker. Just the tip.
Maybe not just you would want the whole thing, you know?
There's not much more after the tip. Some people start with the warm-up and then the big event comes later. For me, I just do the gun show straight up. It's only downhill from here. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put the camera lined up right there. And we're gonna see if we can do it. I think I'm doing it almost spot on, so let's try it. All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm doing it spot on. Oh! Right there, man. It's like, you know, the thing is that you would think it's hard because like you're usually aiming for the sweet spot, but it honestly makes it a little easier knowing that all you have to do is hit the tip.
Interesting, because you're not going for like a slash or to gut all the way through. You're just going for a hit.
I mean, a better way to explain this would be, this being the only spot to hit is not as bad as if, let's just say that was bald and it was like right here.
Oh.
You get what I mean? It looks more difficult than it is because you're thinking, oh, you have to aim for this little spot. But if that spot was here or here, anywhere else, it'd be difficult. But it being the tip, it's just like so natural. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And it's smooth. And because it's only the tip, you know that if you hit it, it's not getting stuck. It's going through.
Oh, it's gliding.
Exactly. And that kind of makes sense now with the character being about poison. She doesn't want her blade to get stuck in anything because if she can't get through it, then what is she going to do anyway?
Yeah, before the poison takes effect, she can probably get damaged or even killed.
So it'd be better for the demon just to hit this part and her to be able to retry. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, figuring it out.
So I think we figured out the reason why it is just the tip. Either that or Shinobu's a little sensitive. All right, so now we're turned up a little notch. Obviously, I was able to cut through those ones, and that's a little bit easier, but when we do the tip test, usually what's the hardest is this right here. I don't know if that's gonna work. What do you think?
I actually feel like it could.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Parker said bring a bucket and a mop. Oh, dude. Come on, Shinobu. What if your idea of a sword is a good idea? But let's try it. Oh! Shinobu!
What did I tell you?
That was sick. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. There is something so much more satisfying when you know there's only one part of the sword that could have made that happen.
It makes you look, it's almost like you did the same thing as any other swordsman, but you are sicker.
Yeah, you made your life harder. Wow, that was sick. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh.
Why?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Shinobu, I really like you. All right, this is a good sword. Let's be honest, it's not as good as a regular katana. It'd be way easier and a lot more
easy.
Yeah. And when you kind of put it in the mindset of like that not being a possibility for you to cut through it, it makes sense. All right, we got one more item to go. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got. Whose sword is it gonna be? Let's find out. All right, so we looked at Shinobu's sword, and that one was unique.
Unique.
It was
That's
not
the
easy
word.
to use. Didn't really do a lot.
And the sword didn't come with poison.
But what you have with the tip, you can do something with it. The point is, it's gonna look absolutely perfect in the collection. I'm really glad to add it to the collection because I want to eventually do is add like a whole wall, man, of every Hashira sword. That would be amazing, right?
Wow.
Keep going. There's more Hashira.
Wow.
Keep going.
Oh.
Keep going. Keep going. It gets greater and greater. As you turn around, you will get to the end, which is the greatest treasure of all. Stop right there. Yeah. Let's see what we got under here, though. We got the next sword to add to our collection. 3, 2, 1. Guess the character.
Tanjiro.
Damn, I didn't know how to react. Said it first. You got a Tanjiro. I did not. It took me a second to realize it, just because for a second I just was like, oh, it's like a general Demon Slayer sword.
That's exactly what happened for me. Like, I'm like, this is the lack of creativity was
Yeah.
harsh. That's why I was like, Tanjiro.
The freaking handle on this thing looks great. We got some pleather material on the outside. I don't know if it's leather or pleather. It feels like pleather. But we're gonna go ahead and pull this out and ooh.
It's a sword.
It's a sword, but it doesn't really look that great.
Ooh, wow.
And
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
sharp at all. It's not sharp at all. This one needs some work. This came from the same place as the other swords, though.
Well, maybe he was trying to send a message about Tanjiro. He's like, maybe he needs some work too.
Tanjiro himself needs some work. So therefore his sword will need some work. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go outside and we're gonna try it for what it is. But if it doesn't work, we'll have to treat it just like Tanjiro in the forest. We'll have to make it a little sharper, we'll have to train a little harder, and maybe we can make it work. But let's do it outside and let's find out. Also got a little curve to it. Alright, so we're on the last sword and it's Tanjiro's. And I'm not gonna lie, I think Tanjiro's might have been the worst quality one we received.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the other ones, like even if you come in close now that we're out in the light, look at the paint job.
What kind of job is that?
That ain't even a paint job. That's just paint. All right, we got this blade, but we got this blade. It's not very sharp. We're gonna try it out. Obviously, these are our first two targets here. I don't think this is gonna pass through either of them. But what we're gonna do is, if it can't get through either of these, we're gonna sharpen this up. We're gonna continue all the testing. We're gonna try to improve with this sword, and we're gonna try the same test at the end and see if we, just like Tanjiro, can actually pass the starting test. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Hey, got through that melon.
It made it through 1 and what, like a half?
That's like 1 2/5.
Alright. On my side, it looks more like 1/4.
Oh, on your side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So we did not make it through. Now we're gonna try to. Oh my god! Look how much of the paint came off from that.
You're telling me the white was paint?
Yeah.
It wasn't even the blade line?
No, it was the white that was the paint. So now I'm gonna sharpen this white paint up. We're gonna make this thing a lot better, and then we're gonna try some more tests, and then we're gonna come back to this. Let's see if we can cut that boulder. All right. So I spray painted the blade black. It's not done drying yet, but spray painted it black. I think that already looks a lot better.
Oh yeah.
We already sharpened it as well. You can't see the blade line because I already spray painted it, but this has been thoroughly sharpened as well. Let's try it out now. Let's see if it's improved at all, so that way we can go towards the ultimate goal of cutting the boulder. What do you think? You think we're gonna get a clean incision?
I think we're gonna get a clean incision.
I think we're gonna get a dirty incision because this paint's still wet.
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh, dude!
You hear that sound?
Yeah, that was clean. That wasn't a sound. That was my concentrated breathing, Parker. Look at that, dude.
It
Butter.
looks like you edited out the bottom.
That is insane results, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Major difference.
Dude, resells is a dog bowl.
Probably not.
Resell market. Resell value. eBay seller. Me flipper. All right, what do you think about this pepperoni?
I think. What'd you call me?
Pepperoni.
No. Wait. Yes, I think it'll go through, but no.
All
on
right,
the-
Buckaroo.
Yeah, that was a little better.
3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh! I thought it didn't work at first.
Oh, I knew it worked.
I genuinely thought it at first. It did not work.
Dude.
This is sharper than some of the actually pre-sharpened swords. I'm a professional. I'm a professional sharpener. That is sick, dude.
Oh yeah.
Definitely sharpen this thing up. Let's do one more test. I think we can go for that boulder test. I think it might be accomplishable.
Okay.
All right, so first off, let's do this. Let's fuck those. Second thing, let's jibble those jibbles.
Ooh. Oh my god.
That was harsh.
That was blood art.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Blind shot. Oh,
Oh yeah, baby. Oh
at
yeah.
what cost? My vision and my blade. Blood art. Okay. Has that ever happened before? Just like, I gotta say, Tanjiro's blade did not hold up the best, but they were all a lot of fun. Who are you gonna give it to for this episode?
Oh, I mean, it's gotta be. It's got. Actually.
A nose case.
Oh, I was actually gonna go with the middle. I actually thoroughly
Shinobu.
enjoyed that. Yeah.
Okay, so Parker's giving the vote to Shinobu. I'm thinking it's Shinobu. Yeah, I'm going with the Nosuke. So I'm going with the Nosuke. You guys vote down below whose sword you guys think was the best in this video. And next, I don't know, soon there's gonna be another video. All right, part 2 to this, and you're gonna see more swords as soon as every country decides to ship them to me. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Right there, that made it happen. We did it. So it turns out all you need to actually do is sharpen it. Sharpen it a hell of a lot. All right, and work with it. I think my performance with the blade got a lot better too.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, you guys know the drill. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and check out this video on your screen right here, which is actually the video that YouTube recommends for you, and apparently you haven't seen it. So what are you doing? Go check it out. I'll see you guys over there. And as always, Rep Peck, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios.